Hi there everybody, welcome back to our channel. Today is just going to be me. I'm going to be doing stocking stuffers. So this time of year it gets a little bit difficult for some people. Money's a little bit tighter. You know, like we're starting to feel the stress of having to make sure that everybody has a really good Christmas. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to spend a lot of money in order to do it. A lot of people can't afford to be kind of spending that sort of money. So usually what is a good idea if you don't have as much money is to make yourself a budget. Make sure all of your bills are paid, and then any bills that will be coming up, say at the end of the month, like insurance payments, rent that needs to be paid for the beginning of the month, or your mortgage payment that needs to be done at the beginning of the month, any other bills like say a Netflix bill or a cable bill that comes up at the end of the month, make sure that you also accommodate for that. But other than that, we're going to go through. Dollar stores are a really great place to get your stocking stuffers from. I did 4 people stocking stuffers for this year. Normally I only do 3, but my friend is bringing her new partner with her. So I also need to accommodate for his stocking as well. So I bought the stuff for 4 different stockings this year. At the dollar store, I spent about $60 and got the majority of all of our stuff. Now, mind you, I also do go out and I buy other stuff as well, like socks and so on and so forth. I went to Lush, so there is some more pricier type things in there, but we'll go through that. If you can't afford things like Lush, that's cool. That's not a problem. You don't have to. You can get Lush sort of products, not Lush products, but like you can get bubble baths and different type of bubble products, which is what Lush sells a lot of. You can get them at dollar stores. I just like to go for Lush because I like the stuff that they have. It's just a little bit more on the pricier side. And we have been visited by Mr. Prince. He's coming to join us today. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to do Belle's stocking first. So the other half of the mommy-daughter duo. So one of the things, we also did go to the Dollar Tree and we picked up these candy bars. Are like $1 each, $1.50 or something like that. So I got like 4 of these, like 1 for each of us. So that's a pretty good deal here. And then I also got these slipper socks. These came from Costco. They came in a pack of 3, which is also a really good way to save money. If you have people that have relatively the same sort of shoe size or sock size, you can grab like a multi-pack of things and divide it up between the stockings or between the people so that you're not spending quite as much money and that the gift itself is going further. So we also have these slipper socks for her. Every year, I also do socks in stockings because who doesn't need new socks every year? Everybody could use new socks every year because we wear through our socks, they get holes in them, we need new ones. But I also just bought her a couple of packs of new socks. So I got these thermal socks for her, which will be great for the wintertime when she has to walk like to and from school while she's out playing in the snow. So I got these for her. These were from Walmart. I think these were like $7 or $8. Oh, I think we have another cat trying to join us as well. He's discovered that the door was closed. Okay, so here is the products from Lush that I buy. I usually buy a lot more of their bubble products because these will go pretty far. You just like take a chunk off of it or run a chunk of it underneath the water, like run some of it under the water, and you'll get some really good bubbles that'll last a really long time. So these bars will last a really long time. So they're pricier, but they last a long time. So like that bar will probably get at least 10 bubble baths out of. So that is the Cloud Bubble Bar, I believe. And then I got this one here, which will last just as long. And this is like a rainbow cloud one. So they smell really nice. My room has been smelling like Lush for like the last week or so, or almost the last week. Because there's so many different Lush products that my room's just smelling like it. So then we have different candies and stuff as well that you can get from the dollar store. So there's a big huge box of Nerds here. I can't remember how much they were. I think they were like maybe $1.25 or something. We got M&M minis, which is funny because we pretty much use cases of these at work while we're making the M&M minis cookies. Another dollar store item that we got is these nose strips here. She's getting to the age where she needs to start doing skincare, cleaning out her pores a little bit so that she's not getting blackheads and clogging up pores and stuff like that. They also have a variety of different sort of craft things that you can do as well, which I thought was pretty cool. So we have this here. This is a cross-stitching kit. And then we have this. And then we got this one here, which is they're about $1.25 to $1.50. I will be right back. So that's all the stuff that I got from her from the Dollarama and from the Dollar Tree and from Walmart. A couple other things that are also really handy is I got these individual Kleenex packs. These I got at Shoppers Drug Mart. They're going to be pretty cheap or pretty reasonably priced as well. They have these cute little sayings. For her, I got the one that says "Believe in yourself," because for a kid her age, kids are jerks in school. So I find that something like this is always kind of like reaffirming to yourself and kind of uplifting and positive. And this I also picked up at Shoppers as well. It's a Terry's Orange. They had these on sale for like $4.99, which is reasonably priced. They should be around $5. Some places sell them for a bit more. Some of them will end up putting them on sale for like 20 cents cheaper, whatever, or 50 cents cheaper. It's not much of a difference. So yeah, you really shouldn't be paying any more than $5 for these oranges. But I get these for everyone just because of the fact that these were a staple in stockings for my friend. She used to get them every year when she was growing up, when she used to live at home. So we've continued on that tradition for her. So I'm going to attempt to try and get as much of that stuff into her stocking as possible. So I like to stick some of the smaller stuff into the foot. And I don't know why, I always wind up thinking that I need more than I usually do, and I usually wind up having more than I can actually fit into the stocking. And then my friend and her partner, I believe, are coming and probably having stocking stuffers stuff as well. So hopefully there will still be enough room for them to put the stuff that they want to put into the stockings as well. We'll see. Yeah, there might be room after all. Maybe. I think I'm gonna have to rearrange that, put more down in the foot. Alright, get the nose strips down in there. I'm probably gonna speed this up while I finish up trying to cram everything into her stocking so that there's enough room for everything in her stocking. That way you guys aren't sitting here for 20 minutes bored out of your skulls while I try and fit everything into her stocking or into the stockings. Alright, got slippers. Alright, now let's see if I can cram this in there somewhere. It's gonna be tricky, people. It's gonna be tricky. Alright, there's one stocking. Done. Funny, the foot looks so much smaller than the rest of it. I used to have a picture in here of her when she was a baby, but that has long since fallen out. Alright. So we'll do my friend's partner, Rick, that's going to be coming over. So this is his bag right here. So for his, I got his socks at Costco. I'll probably be taking these out of the pack, be able to fit them into the sock better. The one time I was at Lush, they gave me a sample. Here we go. So sometimes if you can get samples from different places as well, that'll be really good. This is a cup of coffee. This is a face and body mask. So there it is right there. I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't like coffee, so this would not be a product for me to use. So I am just going to stick that back into his little sample packet there. If the pamphlet won't fit in there, I'll just put the sample in there itself. One of the things I also found at the dollar store that I thought was really cool, really interesting, and really handy for this time of year is an auto tread with ice scraper. So this is a 2-in-1. So you can use it to put underneath your tires so you can get a little bit of traction in case you're slipping on ice or something. And then it also doubles as like an ice scraper for your windows. Yeah, I got him some Men's Care Dove soap. That's also really handy. That came from the dollar store as well. Same with this body spray here. This is kind of like the cheaper version of the Axe. I got some of the O'Keeffe's hand cream for working hands or whatever. This also came from the dollar store. I think it was like $1.25. These are also really handy just to kind of carry around if you're a female in your purse, or I mean if you're a male that uses purses as well. This is really interesting to have, or if you stick it in your car, really handy to be able to have with you. Also got him a little reindeer decoration because I thought it was so cute and it's just kind of chill. You can like stick it on the desk at his office at work. We got some moist wipes. These are really great for the car as well. So you can just kind of wash your hands. Like if you go through a drive-through or something, you want to clean your hands first. You can do that. Clean your steering wheel, whatever you need to do. Wipe a spot off. Like you spilled something in your car, you can use the moist wipes to kind of clean it up. I also got him the Terry's Orange as well. This is actually the flavor of dark chocolate. They have another one where they have 4 varieties. So they have dark chocolate, they have a toffee, they have a milk chocolate, and then they came out with a new one, which is a popping candies one. That's the one I got for myself. Because I mean, I'm old and I'm old school, so I mean, that's what I'm all about. So we got another Kleenex pack here. It says seize the moment or seize this moment. So these are also really handy to have for traveling or wherever you are in the car. Another Charleston Chew, a blue mini M&M's packet, another package of Nerds, and this is his Lush product. This is Lord of Misrule right here. Needs to be shaken up a little bit. This is it here. This was from their Halloween collection. Let's see if I can. They really fill these up, so there's not a whole lot of room for anything to go around in this. But it's got like a bit of a more musky scent to it. Believe me, I'm smelling it on my mask right now because when you go into the store, you can't take your mask off to be able to smell anything. You have to smell it through your mask. So when I took off the top, it was like this, so it got onto my mask. This one's sealed, thankfully. So that is all for his. So I have this stocking here that my friend had brought over as like in case she forgets her stocking, which I can't do today because it's at her house, so she has to bring it with her for me to be able to fill it for her. I'm not sure if this is going to be able to fit in there, but maybe I can like tie it to the strings here. I don't know. Tie it somehow to the stocking. So let's get this stocking all filled up. See how far we can get. So yeah, she brought this one in case she forgets hers. But I made sure to remind her, I try to make sure to remind her to bring her own, just so that she doesn't forget, so that she can use her own stocking, because it's one that she's been using for like years. So it's always nice to be kind of like with your own stuff, especially when you're at somebody else's house celebrating Christmas. It's always nice to be kind of like surrounded by your own things that you're used to having every year for Christmas. So like I said, stocking stuffers, they don't need to be elaborate, they don't need to be expensive. You know, like this is the time when a lot of people are short on money, and it's understandable. You do what you can do, and you know, like we want to make sure that everybody has the best possible holidays. So we wind up sometimes overspending. I know I do it like every year going, oh, I don't think I have enough for this person. I don't think I have enough for that. But you know what? You do what you can afford to do. If you can't afford to do much, even if you give them like 20 or 40 bucks for Christmas and then take them out on like say Boxing Day when everything's going to be cheaper, because Lush will have, if you like Lush is going to have a lot of their Christmas stock on sale for probably close to half off in order to try and get rid of the inventory. So a lot of places are going to have stuff on sale. So even if you give people money for Christmas and then take them out after when there's the huge sales, that's also going to be a really big money saver for you as well. And it's going to help them to be able to like use their money to the best that they can use it to. So just do what you can afford. If you can't afford a lot, don't do a lot. People will understand. They'll get it. You know, like, this is not the time of year that you should be going broke trying to do stuff for people that you clearly cannot afford. If people know you can't afford it and you go over budget, they're going to be wondering why. Because they know you can't afford to be going over budget. Alright. Set one of the socks. You know, I was afraid I wasn't going to have enough room for him, or enough for his stocking. Clearly I was wrong. I have no concept of space, like, whatsoever, which is why I not only have a fridge freezer, but I also have a chest freezer, because I have no concept of space. So I just keep buying stuff. Be like, it'll fit. I'll make it fit. I'm not sure I'll be able to make it fit this time around. Although there is room in there. Let's see. But the stocking also looks bigger than on the outside than it actually is for the liner on the inside. The liner is a lot smaller. Sadly, I mean, look how much more room is in the stocking than the actual liner. The liner is like filled to overflowing. We might have to put that on the side. Be like, here's another stocking stuffer, but it wouldn't fit in your stocking. My bad. I bought too much. So I hope some of these tips and tricks will give you some help and some helpful ideas to be able to try and make it through this time of year and maximize the most of your money. Alright, that's going to be his stocking. Put that on the side. Oh, right. Gotta put these on there somewhere. I don't even know where it attaches from. That works. There we go. Alright, now time for mine. Mine also may not fit in my stocking, but the nice thing is that with the Lush products that I got myself, I can also put that in as another gift from somebody else that I clearly did not buy enough gifts for to accommodate for that. So these can be made as another separate gift as well for myself. They don't necessarily have to go into my stocking, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Although my kid might not be when she realizes what they are. So my friend Erin is getting a lot of the same stuff that I'm getting. Like she's getting one of these. The only things that she's not really getting that's the same as mine, like I said, this is the popping candies orange. So she's getting dark chocolate because she likes dark chocolate. Something that she's not going to be getting that I got myself is bubble bath. She's not a bath person, so I mean, me getting her bubble bath would be kind of pointless. They do, however, at Lush, they do have shower bombs. So if you have somebody that is not into baths but likes showers and you want to get them something nice and smelly for their shower, you can get shower bombs at Lush. They do have that. They also have different shower gels, like the one that you saw me with here with Lord and Miss Rule, which is a more musky scent. They have numerous other types of scents as well. For her, I also got her like a body moisturizer that you put on in the shower and then you wash off when you're done before you get out. So they have numerous different things like that. They have shower jelly, so you can use like the jelly. It's like a shower gel, but like in a jelly form. So it's really cool. There's one that was like a Santa Claus one, so it was like red, it was sparkly. I think it had like bits of snow, like what looked like snowflakes or little sparkly snowflakes in them. One other thing that I got for myself that I did not get for her is these Vaseline lip balms or lip chaps, because I actually keep a tub of Vaseline beside my bed to put at night because I get really dry, chapped lips. And so some of the lip balms or lip chaps, if you're not careful, will actually do you more harm than good, in that they don't last long and they come off very quickly, very easily, and they just make your lips more dry and more chapped than they were to begin with. So Vaseline is also a really good product to use on your lips. And I got these from Shoppers. So there's an original and then there's an aloe one. And I think pretty much everything else that's here is going to be the exact same as what's in my friend's stocking. With, just like the few variations. Like I also have this, which was for the pack of 3, so I gave her a different variation because there's like 3 different variations of sock slippers or slipper socks. So these are very warm inside. They're like a Sherpa fill inside. But everything else is going to be the exact same, so you guys won't need to see me packing hers. Partially also because I don't have her stocking, so I can't pack hers for you guys. So most everything else is going to be the same between mine and her stocking. So I'm just going to get to it, and I'm going to get my stocking stuffed. Maybe. If I can figure out where to start first. We'll throw that at the bottom. So, does anybody if you guys want to share your Christmas traditions or what you've been up to for Christmas? So I got myself a snowman. I think I got her the elf one. And then I've got the elf one of this, and I think she's got the Santa one. I think I gave Belle the snowman one of these. But yeah, I figured that these are kind of cute. Nice little, taking care of things. Nice way to spend the day is like a family activity, sitting across stitching or doing a craft together. Because, with everybody having to work these days, I know it's been difficult around here because I do work quite a bit. I mean, not all the time, but I do work a lot of days. And so it does take away from me being able to spend the kind of time with my daughter that I like. Thankfully, we're on a 2-week shutdown right now, so I have time that I can be fully rested, that I can spend time with her, which works out really well for both of us. Right now, I'm just currently working on my sleep scheduling. So I got the exfoliating foot mask, so you just kind of like slip your foot in, and it's supposed to be for peeling away calluses, dead skin cells, softens cracked heels, and rough, dry feet. Which works for both of us because we're both on our feet all the time. So this will be a good product for us both to use. For her, I also did get her a thing of the Kleenex as well. I still have lots of Kleenexes from last year. So I didn't get myself any of those. I have cats trying to break into my room right now. I hate having closed doors. That's okay. They can sit out there. They ain't gonna hurt them. Oh, now they're trying to throw their bodies against the door. So I think with mine, I'm going to be taking them apart off the thing as well, maybe. Or not, I don't know. Let's see, can I squeeze that in there? So when I find like good things like this that will be helpful in vehicles in case of an emergency situation, I think it's always good to pick something up like that, just because you never know what's going to happen. There was several times last year where my car was stuck in my parking spot, just because where my front wheels sit, because I have a front wheel drive vehicle. So where my front wheels sit, there's like a little bit of a hole, so all the water would gather in there, and then it would freeze, and then I would just sit there spinning in place because I couldn't get out. So this will be really good. I mean, our parking lot was fixed a bit, so we don't have that issue now because he filled that in, but that was a pretty big issue last year. So having this, if I had seen this last year, would have been a really good thing for us to have. Let's see. All right, we'll just stick that like that for now. So there's my stocking. That. And that's everything for this video. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see us doing more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe and so that you're notified or so that you'll see when we upload new videos. I'm also thinking about doing like a junk food night video, and it's completely not what you think. So if you'd like to see that video or you're interested in seeing what is part of a junk food night dinner, please feel free to leave us a comment down below. If you'd like to leave us any other comments revolving around what you guys do for your holiday celebrations. Some of you guys celebrate Christmas, some of you don't. But either way, it's a holiday season. A lot of people have time off for this. So if you have a holiday tradition or a time or a winter tradition that you'd like to share with us, please feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And we will see you in the next video. And we will have more videos coming up pretty soon. We do have a October and a November BoxyCharm that I do still have to edit and put up. It's because of being so tired, it's been a little bit harder to try and get videos done up because I am not usually as dressed as I am right now. Usually I'm still in pajamas. It's not because of any other reason. It's because I'm still in pajamas and I don't want to film while I'm in pajamas. Clearly, this is actually a tracksuit. This is lazy pants. If you find lazy pants at Costco, I suggest buying them. The pants are like $20. The tops here are like $23. They're freaking awesome. If you find them, get them because they do usually sell out pretty quickly. And if you go to the Lazy Pant website to try and buy them, they are so expensive, but these are like so comfortable and they're so warm. I wore this in the mall one time with a jacket. I was freaking sweating like you wouldn't believe. And I was just wearing a sweater and a jacket. So if you'd like to leave us a comment down below, please feel free. We will try to, we do read them and we do try to respond to them as long as they're respectful comments. If they're not respectful comments, I do not respond to them. So we wish you all happy holidays and we'll see you in another video. Bye.